Hey, what's up everybody? This is your gamer guide Nate with Robo Ninja Design, and today we're looking at Slice and Dice. This is a dice building, dice drafting, dice selection, roguelite, dungeon run style game. So we're just going to jump right into it. I'll kind of explain how it works as we go. So we've got our heroes over here on the left hand side, our 5 heroes that kind of fill into 5 archetypes, and then we've got the enemies over here. It's pretty self-explanatory. Well, not necessarily, but you click on each of the enemies, you can see where their damage is going. They have dice that get rolled out as well, and you can look at each of their dice by right-clicking on them. These pips indicate how much damage. So this is 2, 2, 3 damage here. We are looking to get rid of these guys to end this level, and then go on to the next one. Our icons, the pointy things do damage. The heart things do heals. The round shield things do shields, and the vortex things do mana. So early on in the game, we are just looking to output as much damage as possible. And so when you hit a shield, you can apply it to somebody else. So we applied the alloy shield to the mage to protect them further. We're going to burst this rat. We're going to burst this rat. Yeah. There we go. So this mana generates energy, which we can use at the bottom to use these spells that are down here. Spells, burst, you get burst every time. These other two are dependent upon your healer and mage. You can also unlock spells as you go. This has double use. It can be used twice. We're going to keep going because we're looking for damage. This. Oh, they're real quick right here. This rat is in the front line. These archers in the back line. They cannot be attacked unless we have a ranged weapon. Otherwise, we have to get the front line down first. We're playing on normal difficulty right now. This game is a game that definitely rewards multiple plays. Ooh, our ruffian dropped there because I didn't calculate correctly. So now we have a choice. This is the drafting portion. Do we want the Berserker or the Fae? I don't like the Berserker because he does damage to himself. I don't necessarily like the Fae either, but we're going to go with the Fae. So this goblin will flee if he's the only one left on the battlefield. So we're looking to get rid of the wolf and the archer. If we roll the thief's arrow, we can hit the archer and then get rid of him that way. Ruffian. I need more shields out of the alloy here. There, that'll get rid of our archer. That is like a shield with the cleave ability, so it spreads. You can heal, burst. Everyone's alive. Get rid of the archer. This is going to delete himself. I don't think that's worth it. We're going to pass on that damage right now because this has a pain. So he takes damage in the amount of damage dealt to him, which is not really what we want to be doing in this moment. Nobody's dropping, so we don't need to worry about shields at all this turn. Going to okay. So we hit him with the weekend off the Fae, and that reduced his overall damage output. So this is it. We're done rolling here. Because the goblin has the white flag, it'll flee once the wolf is gone because they're alone on the battlefield. This is the most interesting part of the game for me. This is the item selection. no HP. This Bone Charm, I've used this before. This is low-key one of the best items in the game, because you can use it when someone drops. You can then give them the bone. You can give them the Bone Charm on the next round, and then have them drop again intentionally, and then they'll come back full health. So it's a way you can abuse it. Also, the Thief, in my opinion, for what I've seen played, is the most likely to drop that position. There's a lot of stuff that goes to the top damage. This is just going to... there is a way we can use this to our advantage. So this little icon means he's got determination. This one has to be removed. You can't one-shot him. You gotta do the damage in two, and the last one has to be done independently. So there is a way we can get around the ruffian deleting himself. Okay. So this is a boost. So we're going to boost this. He is going to go here. The wolf is gone. Everybody's still up, so we got to worry about the alloy this turn, which is the boar. Let's see here. I don't think that's the right move. Can apply that to himself. That's fine. The rat is going to go, so we will have one less damage there. He can shield himself twice. We'll save the mana for the next turn. I tend to use mana. I shouldn't. It's better to leave it and save it if it's not going to make a difference, if you're not going to get rid of somebody on that turn, or it's not going to save somebody's life. So this is a redirect thing, just deals 1 damage. And we are going to have to use burst to keep our ruffian alive, and we'll save. This is where we'll save. Normally I would use it, but in the early game, you can play a little bit more aggressive. It doesn't matter quite as much. But I think it's always a good practice to play intelligently, or play optimally. That being said, I'm not an expert at this game at all. I just really enjoy it, and I'm trying to improve. So the Trapper or the Seer, I've seen both these characters before. This is a lot of one-use stuff, so you use it and that's gone. This Vulnerable, it basically increases the amount of damage that every attack does after it, including spells. This is super powerful. So we're going to go with the Trapper. And we're going to give our bone to the ruffian, because he's probably the most likely to drop the mage too. So, well, the ruffian has an ability to delete himself, so actually he should hang on to that. So this alpha has the ability to summon more wolves, so we want to kind of like target him as best we can. This is a dodge mechanic, which we haven't seen yet for the Trapper, but it's not really worth it because he's not taking an insane amount of damage. It would be better to have damage output. So this boost really synergizes really well with the vulnerable mechanic, which hopefully I can display this turn. Might not be able to. This is not good, because our ruffian is looking like he is not going to survive orange. So this is where your... so close. So let's see. If we can't get rid of either, then maybe this, that. Shoot, we're still going to be short. So if he's going to go down either way, he's got the Bone Charm. It sucks to lose him right out the gate. So we are going to actually give this to this. It's a horse apiece. Or do we go for the alpha? I think that's the move. That's really bad. Okay, so we can use that to, well, just delete the wolf. That'll be fine. Looking for more mana, and we get nothing. We got greedy, and we get nothing for it. Okay. Now, that's what we didn't want to happen. We wanted him to keep attacking us. Although this is going to cancel that out, because the weakness is going to remove that summon pip to 0. So that's huge. That buys us a free turn. Does the ally have... And the ally has no attacks. That's a real pain. The ally has no attacks. And we weren't generating very much mana. But free turn. So now actually we want our Fae to keep rolling the weakness if we can, and we do again, so it's going to be another free turn. We want to see some mana here. There we go. So the order is put the vulnerable on, give him the weakness, hit him with the burst, and shield, and hit him with another burst, and that's going to be it. Now the ruffian comes back full health instead of half health. So, buckler. Replace the middle side with shield 3 bloodlust. What does the ally have? A double use. I think this is better. +1 to all sides if you are on exactly 1 HP. That happens a lot. I like this better, actually. So we will add this to +1 to all sides. That's really good for our trapper, because anytime you can get the vulnerable up, it's a damage multiplier on your output. So on this one, we're looking to get rid of the snake and then one of the goblins first. So yellow's in trouble here, and blue. Okay. This is a growth shield. None of this is good. We'd like our ruffian to go down. I think I want to keep that and reroll the rest. Yep. Yeah. Okay. So the ruffian can keep her alive. The ally can keep him alive. She can hit that. And we can go for... Oh, that's our mage is still dropping. That's really bad. She's full. We're having a damage and a shielding output problem at the same time, which is pretty bad. We really need a new mage, somebody who can output some more mana so we can get our spells squared away. This can get rid of somebody. That can stop him from doing any damage. This can be a reflect. Doesn't matter if the ruffian deletes himself. I think there's a way to get this done. There is. He's just on the snake. The ruffian's going to off himself. Comes back full. The mage comes back with 2, which is terrible. The fiend. This is a lot of self damage, which I don't like, but it does have a cantrip, which is awesome. The mage is our #1 problem right now. This stuff is really good. This whirl stuff is like an AoE kind of attack with some AoE shielding. I think we're going to go with the fiend. And this is the little hack that I'm talking about. We're giving our bone to the fiend now so that when we actually want them to drop this combat, then they'll come back fully healed. Or if they do drop, it's okay, basically. So that's super good. That can be put to here and can spread out all the damage. Citadel just has high damage output. This guy gets stronger as you cross those yellow items there, the ogre. 2 damage, single use, self-heal. Use that. We're going to re-roll the rest. Looking for damage here. That can get rid of subtle. Okay, go like this. This is going to go here to prevent a bunch of damage. Go here. We don't have any damage coming out, so everybody's looking a lot better. Yep, yep. Okay. This, that, that. 2. Was that enough? It is enough. Okay. I should probably give the ruffian. What is a scalpel? Red hero only, +1 to all damage sides. Red for Fae. Ooh, that's pretty good. +1 to all basic damage sides. This is actually this, or 3 random tier 1 items. This actually goes crazy with the Fae, so we're going to do that. Because now this is weekend 2, which when you start summoning stuff gets pretty crazy. What is this thing even called? The relic? It looks like a chocolate starfish. So we're going to give that to him instead, because it's more likely that he's going to get down to 1. We're going to keep our trapper a little bit healthier. We are going to move our bone to the ruffian, because I think that's who's most likely to drop. I think this is blind, so when you get to this point, it stuns him that turn. This is a horse apiece. We just need to get as much damage out. 1, 2, 3, 4 damage out this turn if we can. 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got it. Does he doesn't even have any way to do damage, but it would be nice to have the mana, so we're going to do this. What are these doing? Weaken. See, you get these weakens out, and then it becomes a real problem, so we're just going to start deleting these guys. This is going to hurt himself too much. Where's this going? Gray to ally? That's fine. Okay. That gets rid of our illusion. This is pain 3. It doesn't matter what he takes this turn, he's not gonna. So we really need to get him to the stun this turn. Ooh. That does 2. Okay. This is junk. Burst. Yeah. Okay, no one's dropping yet. Now we need to do 5 damage to get him to the stun. That's 1. Actually, it would be better if she rolled her stun. Yuck. I don't even think we're going to get there. Yeah, we needed 2 more damage and we didn't get it. There's the free mana. Okay, we can definitely go all out on damage this turn, because we're definitely going to get that stun. We can't afford to use that. 5. Might have to sacrifice our fiend here. I don't know how many more. Yikes. Yikes. Okay, this was really rough. Okay, here it goes. Alright, all we needed was another X roll, and then that would have ended it. So everybody dropped, which is really, really bad going into this fight. For sure. So that's where we're going to wrap up this first video, this close look. So we're at level 8 of 20, and there's a big boss at the end. This is kind of the first boss that we're going to come across. Yeah, this is developed by, I think, 2 different people. It's on itch.io. It's kind of like a precursor to Steam, basically. And it's a minimum of $7 if you want to hop on there and get it for yourself. I'm really enjoying this game a lot, and I think you will too. I'll catch you in the next one.